Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Holistic Happiness Club. And today's episode is about 5 rules to live by. These 5 rules are from 5 different areas of our life, and if we apply them in our life, then our life can be much better. These are very, very simple rules that can be applied simply in our life because they are simple, they can be applied simply. Alright, so stay tuned till the end to know all the 5 rules and how to apply them in our life. We'll get to the content of the episode and into the 5 rules to live by, but just before that, I just want to take a minute and say thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to tune in to this episode of Holistic Happiness Club. And a special thank you to all of you who tune in to listen to all the episode of Holistic Happiness Club. I cannot tell you how much this means to us. This is the fuel. This is the motivation that keep us going. And this is something that for that we work, right? So please keep listening to us. Please keep supporting us the way you have already been, and this is what will keep us going. Thank you so much once again, and without further delay, let's dive into today's episode. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I'm a holistic happiness coach, author of the book named Usher, and the founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Holistic Happiness Club is a place where we talk about happiness holistically. We understand that happiness is not a single faceted thing, it's a multifaceted thing. It's not just a choice, it's a lifestyle. And that's why we need to look at happiness holistically, from a holistic perspective, from a 360-degree perspective. Everything that is there in our life has a contribution in our happiness, be it our health, be it our love life, be it our relationships, be it our career or business, be it our finances or wealth. Everything has a contribution to our happiness, and that's why we talk about everything in Holistic Happiness Club. More about me and more about Holistic Happiness Club and how you can benefit from Holistic Happiness Club at the end of the episode. But for now, let's dive into the topic of the day. All right, so let's start the topic of the day. 5 rules to live by. So before I start, I just want to say that these are rules, but they are not very strict rules. Each one is different. Every one of us are different. Our personalities are different. Our lifestyles are different. Our work is different. Our businesses are different. That's why some of you might find that, oh, this rule, how will I follow this rule? Don't worry, you can customize it to your needs. Okay, every rule is flexible when it comes to self help. Okay, whatever suits you, that is your rule. Okay, let me give an example. If we talk about that, most of the people talk about that you need to take 10,000 steps a day, all right, to stay healthy and to stay mobile and agile. But if you are not able to take 10,000 steps, or if you are some kind of athlete, then naturally your steps might be progressing towards 20,000, 25,000. Or if you are very busy professional, then you might be able to do only 7,000. Or if you are someone like who likes to going to gym or something, right, you are working strength, you are doing a strength workout, so 5,000 steps are good for you. So there is no hard and fast rule. These are the general guidelines. That's what I wanted to emphasize, that these are the general guidelines. You can play around with these guidelines and make some rule for yourself. All right, with that said, let's get into the first one. Okay, so the first rule is 5-3-1 rule. And full disclaimer, I have come across this rule very recently, and even I do not follow this rule completely. Okay, so what is 5-3-1 rule? This rule is to strengthen our social network. So this rule says you need to meet 5 new people every week. Okay, somebody at the gym, somebody at the grocery store. You need to say hi and little chit chat with 5 new people in a week. Okay, so that is 5 in this 5-3-1 rule. What is 3? 3 says that you need to nurture 3 existing relation in the week. So maybe your siblings, maybe your parents, and I'll come to spouse also. Okay, maybe your friends or maybe colleague. You need to nurture, you need to give some good time to these three relationships. Okay. um, you would want to switch up all these three existing relationship every week so that you can cater to multiple people. All right, so you need to nurture three existing relation every week. And one in this 531 rule says that you need to have a quality, deep quality time every day. 1 hour of deep quality time every day you need to give to some of your relation. And if you are in a relationship or you are married, then naturally it goes to your partner, right? But you can choose to give it to someone else as well. But what I'm trying to say that you need to have this 1 hour of quality time, and you can define your own quality time according to you. So one day you might be giving this quality time to your spouse or your partner. Next day, you can choose to give it to some friend with whom you have a very good intellectual bonding. That also you can do, right? So this 531 rule has come out from a very long study which says that whoever follow this rule or somewhere close to this rule, they are having a very good social connect. And because their social connect is very very good, they face very less stress, very less depression, very less anxiety, and they are more optimistic, they are more grateful, and they achieve things better in their life. Okay, so this is a very you can say very nice rule, very good rule. And social connect, something which nowadays we focus very less on. It's very pivotal, very important for our well-being, for our society, and for our own growth as well. For the longest time we have been living as a society, and nowadays with the advent of technology which is supposed to keep us closer, somehow some of us are getting distracted, or I should say that we are getting distanced by each other using using the technology. That's the irony. All right. It was devised to keep us connected, but it is keeping us distanced. Anyways, so my point is, because nowadays we are facing this kind of a crisis that we are very less connected in real life. So this 531 rule can be a game changer for a lot of us. As I said, I do not follow this rule completely. I do not meet five new people every week. I do nurture three existing relation, yes, and 1 hour of deep quality time with someone every day, and that's there. But I do not meet new people. So maybe I need to increase a little bit of my social network. And as I said, it is very customizable, these rules are very customizable. So if I'm meeting one new person every week, because on an average I hardly meet one new person every week. So if I meet one new person, a little I just say a little hi and just ask how are you, I think that should be enough, right? It might open up new opportunities, new facets, and it might develop give me confidence to talk to some strangers as well. Anyways, I don't know what all can the repercussions be of meeting new people every week, but I think it's worth a try, right? So this is the rule number one, which is to strengthen your social network. That rule is 531 rule. Okay. Second is 2 minute rule. This is to strengthen your productivity. Okay, if you have a vision in mind, or if you are a working professional, sometimes we face this, not sometimes, most of the time we face this sluggishness that we do not want to work. And if we have something which is a very long term project, if we have our own dream project, if we want to, as a working professional, if we want to work on our business, then that always takes a sideline, because we are getting our bread and butter from somewhere else. and so naturally the priority goes to our work. And it should be, that should be the case. Our natural priority should be to our job first. And if we are in our job, and if some work is assigned to us, and the deadline is far far away, let's say 1 month, 2 month, or 3 month, then it is very likely then that the initial days we will slack, we will not be as productive as we should be. So what this 2 minute rule says, it says that just sit for 2 minutes for your dream project or for your work, whatever it is. So in the morning or in the night, you can decide the priority for the next day or for the whole day. If you are deciding in the morning, then whether you feel like doing it or not, just do it for 2 minutes. I mean, how less it can be. We spend more than 20 minutes mindlessly scrolling on social media. So how hard it can be to sit for 2 minutes for your dream project. If you are investing 2 minutes, just 2 minutes in a day, and if it is giving going to give you big return, then it's worth a is investment, right? Now you might be asking, how this 2 minute rule, I mean, how can working on something 2 minute can give some big returns? So the reality is that we keep on postponing on working on things. And if we just sit for 2 minutes, okay, chances are that we will end up spending more than 20 minutes or 30 minutes on that project. Have you ever thought that in between the work time, maybe when you are having 1 minute of downtime, 2 minute downtime, you pick out your phone just to check 2 or 3 reels, and just for 2 or 3 minutes, and that becomes 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right? Similarly, it can very much happen that you sit for 2 minutes on your dream project, and you end up spending 30 minutes. All right, so that's one side. Another side is, even if you just spend 2 minutes literally, still it will give you a confidence that every day you are working on your dream project, right? So every day, someday it will be 2 minutes, someday it will be 5 minutes, someday it will be 30 minutes. But if you are missing, you are developing a habit of missing on working on your dream project or missing on working on the important tasks. And if you are just working for 2 minutes, you are giving a signal to your mind that at least you are working every day on something which is important. You are not developing a habit of missing. On the contrary, you are developing a habit on showing up every day. And that is what important is. Okay. So you need to work on your dream project or on the priority task for 2 minutes. That's what the 2 minute rule is. Right. All right. Before I move forward, I have a very special request to all of you, that if you are listening to this podcast on iTunes or Spotify, please rate us up to 5 star over there, and please leave a comment or your suggestion, what else you want to hear and what else you want to see as a change in this show, in this podcast. And also, general feedback is also welcome. Critiques are also very much welcome there. So that's my humble request, that please support this podcast by rating it up to 5 star on iTunes or Spotify. And if you are listening to this and if you're watching this video on YouTube, then please please share this video, please like this video, and please subscribe to our channel so that we can reach to more and more people. Please also let us know what do you think about this holistic happiness club, and what do you think about this particular episode, what else you want to listen. Everything you can mention that in the comment section. So thank you so much for supporting us. Please keep supporting us. So that was the special request, and now let's move forward. Rule number 3 is 3 2 rule. So what is 3 and 2? It says weekly twice you need to focus on 3 positive things. So it is like gratitude journaling, and you will be relieved to know that there is something called gratitude fatigue. How many of you have already heard that you need to practice gratitude daily, right? You need to write your gratitude journal daily. That is true that you need to practice gratitude daily, that you need to be grateful in general daily, that's what it means. But if you are journaling on the same thing on everyday basis, it might lead you to gratitude fatigue, which is you are getting adapted to the gratitude practice, and when you get adapted to gratitude practice, it stops giving you the result it should give you. Okay, so you need to practice only twice, means two times in a week. Two times in a week write your gratitude journal, and don't worry too much about, and you do not have to write like 50 or 100 things in your gratitude journal that you are grateful about. You can if you want to, but at the bare minimum you can write three positive things that has happened in that week, and twice a week you need to do that. And when you are writing just three things, go as specific as you can, go as detailed as you can. So you need to do it twice only, right? And it will give you immense benefit. I mean, it will be almost equivalent to someone who is practicing gratitude daily, or in some cases it might be even better. It will give you a prosperity mindset. It will give you a mindset, a attitude of gratitude, which means it will give you the mindset that you have so many blessings, instead of looking at so much of the scarcity that you see every day, that I don't have this, I don't have to, I don't have that, I need to work for this as well, I need to work for that as well, because it all is missing, all these things are missing from my life, so I need to work for that. When you practice gratitude, you can see that there are so many blessings as well that exist in your life, right? So that is what this 3-2 rules does, that you need to focus on three positive things and weekly twice. Just by focusing three positive things weekly twice, you shift your mindset, and when you shift your mindset, you attract more abundance in your life, you attract more happiness in your life, you attract more blessings in your life. So it's a wonderful wonderful rule, and a very simple rule, and if you apply that, it will change your mindset. So this rule is for the mindset. So this was the third rule, 3-2 rule, right? Okay, let's move forward for the next one. Next one is 2-1 rule. This is for your health. Okay, this rule says that every week you need to strength train two times, meaning weightlifting and all, be it men or women. We all need to strength train. And if I can say that women need it more than men, because men has this thing called testosterone that can help them retain their muscle for something some time longer. But for women, they have less testosterone, and that's why they need to work harder to retain their muscles. And the muscles are the only thing that keeps you young. All those beauty products, they might be some of good, but I don't know how good they are. But this strength training, keeping and retaining your muscles, that will help you immensely. It will keep you young for a very very long time. All right, so this is a must for everyone. If you can strength train more, of course anything in excess, it's going to harm. So I'm not going to say that you need to strength train every single day, unless you are a bodybuilder or something. Then you need to go according to your health professional or your trainer. Or if you are an athlete, then you need to work out according to your schedule. But if you are a normal office goer like me, then at least two times you need to strength train in a week to retain your muscles, to retain your muscle mass. And one says, in this rule of 2-1 says 1 hour of moderate workout every day. It can be biking, it can be walking, and it is very easy. You might ask me that how can I get 1 hour in from my uh, daily busy schedule? How can I get that? It's very easy. If you are very busy, and if you are working all the time on your desk, it means you are attending a lot of meetings. So when you are attending the meetings, just go stand up and walk. It is very easy to complete 1 hour of walking. For me, it is almost 3 to 4 hours of walking in minutes and in bits and pieces. If I'm talking, I mean, in the high on a average side, but if I talk on a conservative note, it is at least of 2 hours of walking every day, because I usually take my calls and meetings by standing and walking. So 2 hours, 3 hours, where it can pass you will not even notice. out of 30 minutes of meeting, 30 minutes of call, if you are walking 15 minutes, likewise if you are getting 5 calls, you are easily exceeding more than an hour, right? So this is very easy to complete 1 hour of moderate workout. Walk for 1 hour, or maybe you can cycle for 1 hour if you have time, or a little bit of pilate, a little bit light yoga, stretching, or something that you can do. Okay. I'm not saying that yoga is always light, but you need to find out the light version of yoga. Otherwise, with yoga, you can go very heavy on yourself as well, right? Light body weight training also you can do. So 1 hour of moderate workout and 2 times good strength training workout, right? This is the 2-1 rules. Okay, next is 5-3-1 rule. Okay, and you might be like, hey, we just discussed this one, 5-3-1. It was the first starting one. Yes, so it was the first starting one, and now we are going to end with this 5-3-1 rule. First one was to strengthen your social connect, social circle. This one is to strengthen your mind, to make your mind agile. So studies have shown that people who keep on learning new things, their mind stays young, you can say, and they have far less chances of Alzheimer and dementia kind of diseases. Okay, so what is this 5-3-1 rules? It is to strengthen your mind, as I said. So you need to learn 5 new things, you need to hone 3 existing skills, and you need to engage in one stimulating conversation every week. I mean, every week you need to learn 5 new things. Every week you need to spend time on honing 3 existing skills, and every day you need to engage in one stimulating conversation. Now you might say, 5 new things I need to learn every single week. What are those things going to be? So it can be anything. I mean, like, from your existing work and hobbies. So you can learn about anything new. I mean, you can read a new book, you can hear 5 different podcasts which you have never heard, right? You can read one new book. If you are, even if you are not able to finish it, if you are able to read 5 chapter in a week, that's also fine. That's quite all right, because you are learning 5 new things. Maybe you are learning 5 new things about one single topic, but that's fine, you are learning 5 new things. So we need to keep learning to keep our mind agile and young, so that we are open to perspective, and learning never fails you, it always gives you benefit. So if you are learning new things, it is going to give you benefit in your career, it is going to give you benefit in your business, in general, in your personal life as well, right? And honing 3 existing skills every week, you need to work on honing all your 3 existing skills. Again, it can be work related skills. If you are good at coding, you can hone or study something about coding. You can work on honing that programming part of your work, right? If you are, let's say, painter or something, you can work on painting something. And if you are some good at something else, then you can try that as well. And engaging, the last one, engaging in one stimulating conversation every day. So that's a good one. You need to discuss the ideas, debate someone very respectfully, and be open to learn from others. This is the very crucial point, that you need to be open to learn from other. The aim to discuss, the aim to debate should not be that you need to prove your point. The aim to debate should be that you are going to learn something new from the other person. If you are aiming to that, and then you are putting your point across, then it's a different kind of conversation. If you are aiming just to win this argument, I mean, that's not going to be very stimulating to your mind. Okay, when you two collaborate, and when you two work on something that where you can, I mean, learn something from each other, that's that is going to be a stimulating conversation. All right, so this was the 5-3-1 rule, and let me emphasize once again, because we have covered all five rules. Let me emphasize once again, these are not hard and fast rule. You can navigate around them, you can play around them and make them suitable for your routine, right? But these are the general guidelines that how we can strengthen different areas of our life. So this is the end of the topic of the day. But before we end this episode, I just want to tell you, I just want to invite all of you to become a member of Holistic Happiness Club. There are various things that are going on in Holistic Happiness Club. Every week we have some or the other event. You can participate in those events, and there are other things as well. On monthly basis also we are planning multiple things, so you can be part of those events as well. So become a member of Holistic Happiness Club. Becoming a member is free. Anybody can become a member of Holistic Happiness Club. I invite all of you to become a member of Holistic Happiness Club. The link to become the member of Holistic Happiness Club will be in the show notes or in the description. Next announcement I want to make is that I have written an ebook. The name of the ebook is The Happiness Blueprint: Practical Strategies for Achieving Fulfilled Life. It's a pocket-sized ebook and full of so many actionable items that you can apply right now in your life, and you can start changing, start seeing the difference, and start changing your life. You can start increasing your happiness quotient. So it's a very handy book. So I request all of you to download this ebook. The link will be given in the show notes or in the description box. And if you want to book a one-to-one call with me and you want to understand your roadblocks for happiness and success, and together with me, if you want to design your own personal tailored holistic happiness blueprint for yourself, you can book that one-to-one call with me. Link for booking that one-to-one call is given in the description box or in the show notes, right? So this was almost the end of the episode. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can connect with me on Instagram, because that's the place where I'm most active, and my Instagram handle is happiness architect. If you want to check out any more information, you can check out my website. My website is akshaytiwari.in. Alright, so this is the end of episode. Stay well, stay healthy wherever you are, and always take care of yourself, take care of people around you, take care of the loved one, and always remember, happiness is a lifestyle. God bless you. Bye bye. Peace.